All right, first step, you're gonna need the fabric. Second step, you take the selected template, lay it down. Next step, you mark off the section that you are gonna be gessoing. Gesso is primer. You need primer in order to paint. Now, after you do that, you're going to grab the blue tape and you're going to tape around it and then after that, you're gonna grab my stapler. I'm gonna have 2 staplers out, which will make it at least 2 people per, I'd say do 2 people at a time, okay? No more than 2, because then it'll get too crazy over there. Now, normally when you staple, you go opposite corners, okay? If you start here, you have to do the next one here. So you have to make sure that this is on the plastic with enough space. Staple down, and then what I do is I run my hand against it smoothly, so that way it kind of straightens out, okay? Then staple down again, come over here, smooth it out, staple, smooth out again. And as I smooth out, I'm kind of pulling it, but not pulling too tight. And then I go to this side, and then I go to the opposite. Here, and then to the opposite, and same thing here. I go to this side, and then I go to the opposite here, and then I go to the opposite. And I slightly like give it a little tug, a little bit of a pull. That way it's a little bit straighter. No buckling of the fabric. Because what's going to happen is when you gesso it with the primer, and after the primer dries, it's going to dry what you say taut. Alright, so now it's done. I pretty much stapled all the way around. Okay, now let me show you. Next step, you come over here. You will always find the gesso inside this cavity. And you're always going to find 2 brushes on top. Okay, you see how clean those brushes are? Brushes are real clean and they've been used many times. So that's why I'm talking about cleanliness. If I find that you have left it messy, I will give you Huffs in the Gray book. So please don't leave it messy. Open it. Grab the brush. Stick it inside the primer. The name of primer is Gesso. And you just will have to apply 1 coat in that area. And what I do is I tend to go horizontal and vertical. Don't need water. Not yet, not till you wash out the brush. And just 1 coat should be good enough. 1 pretty thick coat should be enough. Like I said, I go horizontal and vertical. And this, everybody should get done before you transfer the drawing onto the surface, okay? You'll have to prep your surface, like I said. Try to do it in between your downtime. You will have downtime while you're doing the thumbnail sketches. All right, so right now, that's a pretty decent even coat, and you're done. Now, you kind of wipe off the excess on the corner, and you cap it, and then you go to the sink. I'm not done with my demo yet, but this part I'm done. So next is the sink, and I don't need to record that.